Well, folks, my kiddo has is hypermobile spectrum disorder, which is on its way to Ehlers-Danlos full blown. So, yay! We knew it, but I guess the real symptoms don't show up until you're much older, like me. Also, I don't know, nauseous, horribly nauseous. We did our lovely caseworker took us to Chick-fil-A. And that was the first time my child and I have eaten fast food in a year and a half, and it was lovely. We were just commenting about how nice it was and how he wasn't at all anxious, and we had the best time ever. And they have a banana pudding milkshake, which I highly recommend. It is phenomenal. And there was a toddler that may or may not have squared up to my kid, which I my kid commented a few weeks ago that he didn't like babies because they were aggressive, and he was proven right today. Um, and it was kind of hilarious. And then there were 4 of them, and the oldest one walked by my kid and just went. And it was, I don't know what my kid did to either one of these toddlers, but they were not having it. And we laughed and laughed. We also got to go to the food pantry, and it was a long but eventful day. I also saw someone while we were sitting at the food pantry. Remember, I don't know if you go back in some of my videos where I told you about how I thought that, well, there were 2 women that came in, and one of them was a blonde woman, kind of on the, heavier set blonde woman. Now she was the one that was supposedly filling out the paperwork, right? While the other woman was bragging loudly about how she was being paid to be there. And then I overheard the donations coordinator giving her orders over the phone. Well, the blonde woman was rattling off a memorized quote from Edgar Allan Poe. Now, when my child started studying Edgar Allan Poe in his English class, had sent an email to his teacher stating that I was really excited about them learning about Poe, and I was a fan, and if there was anything they needed, And I sent out an email. It was private. No one should have seen that email. But this woman, strangely enough, started quoting an Edgar Allan Poe. And I was like, that's fucking weird in the middle of social services. That's a weird thing to start quoting in the middle of the social services building. Anyway, today when we were sitting in the food pantry, a guy and his case manager were sitting in the chairs right directly across from us. The blonde woman looked extremely familiar. It was that woman who had come in with apparently what was her case manager, who was being paid to be there and was rattling off Edgar Allan Poe. Turns out, not only does she not need a case manager herself, but she is actually a case manager from the Mental Health Association here in town. And she recognized me, and I recognized her, and I wouldn't stop staring her down because I remember what the fuck they did, and I remember her face vividly. And I'm quite certain that a case manager at the Mental Health Association wouldn't need their own case manager at social services. And when she noticed that I wasn't going to stop staring her down, she got up and told the guy that she was with that she had to go and that she would be right back to get him. And he was like, "Why are you leaving?" And she was like, "I just have to leave." And he was like, "Well, I've got to be at work. Why are you gonna be back?" "Yeah, I'll be back, but I have to go." And she wouldn't tell him where she was going, but she wouldn't look me in the eyes. Now, enough is enough of the fucking shenanigans. I'm serious, because it's you digging your grave, son. That's serious. What have you done? that you tried to gaslight me that fucking hard that you would pay people who get paid pretty decently. I'm assuming they probably get pretty decent benefits as well, considering they also work for the state. So, what the fuck is going on? And I'm not playing anymore. Alright? Uh, but we did get groceries. I'm trying not to vomit, and I'm not fucking having it. I don't know what that was, but prepare for the thunder. And I absolutely am getting a lawyer. I still haven't heard. I called this morning. Well, I called yesterday to social services because I still haven't heard about my food stamps yet. And left a message with my child crying because my child is starving. So the CPS worker took us to do everything today, and she took us to Chick-fil-A too. It was wonderful. We had a good time. But that's what I'm talking about. Why? What was all that about? What did you do? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. But stop sending people. Okay? Stop fucking sending people. And pay me. I don't know why the fuck you won't pay me to shut the fuck up. It would only be logical because you're digging yourself really, really deeply in a hole. And it would, I mean, I can't really figure out why, other than you did something, you stole from me, and you were trying to convince me that I was insane so that I wouldn't catch on to it. But you failed to realize that I'm autistic and I have extreme pattern recognition and kind of a photographic memory in some cases. But it traumatized me so bad. The short term's a little sketchy. But don't fucking ever pull that shit again. Because I'm going to find out who that woman is. I'm going to find out her name, and I'm going to call her supervisor. And we're going to find out if the supervisor knows that she is making money like this on the side. Because if that's the case, then she should not be a case manager in instances dealing with people's mental health. If she is willing to take bribes to go to these lengths to gaslight somebody else. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, but it didn't work. Oh, also, Jane, you're hiring amateurs here, and you're wanting to play big girl games, but you're hiring amateurs. And let me tell you something. If that's where you guys were trying to set me up with the psych about, you think I wasn't going to see these people? You think I wasn't ever going to recognize them? That I'm not fucking stupid? What did you think? I'm blind? Do you think I'm deaf? I wear these because I hear way too fucking well. Like, I hear too good, and I hear everybody's bullshit all the time. And I don't want your fucking nasty energy, so I wear these. Just stay in my own energy, because it's bright and sunshiny. And sweet. Like sugary sweet. Too sweet to be savory. Dave Grohl. I live. Tate. How, you still thinking those things? Still thinking that now? But do you think that I'm so fucking ignorant that I wasn't going to notice any of these things? Have you ever dealt with anybody with autism before? Have you? Do you guys have any kind of experience? Because I know the neurodivergent people that you hired, you fired very shortly afterwards. Probably because they pointed out all the things that were wrong and you don't like that. So, because we notice everything that isn't efficient. It has to be efficient. That's why we point it out. If it's not efficient and if it fucks up our schedule or regiment or vibe, then we point it out, and we're not doing it in a way to tell you we're better than you, and that's what you think. It's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell you how to make it easier for everybody and how it would be easier for us. But you take it as we're trying to tell you who you are and what to do, and so then you go to show us. And that's not the case at all. We're just trying to make it easier and more efficient, not just for us, but for everybody, but particularly for us, because we like things a particular way, kind of like you do, but not so much that we would hire case managers from the mental health facility that you're probably gonna have me committed in, I'm sure. Are you okay? Are you all there? Do you need an evaluation? I think you might. If you keep this shit up now that we're gone, right? If you keep having people do this shit, I am going to make you feel crazy. I'm gonna start gaslighting you. And we're gonna see how you like it, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. Stop that shit. And I am absolutely. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna figure out some way. I'm not gonna tell you about it because you like to steal ideas. And it's gonna be fun for me. You, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure because you dragged a bunch of people down with you that didn't deserve to be dragged down, and you lied about me. I don't know how you. I don't know because like there is rarely anybody. It wouldn't matter if it was the fucking Pope himself. If like somebody wanted me to do things and was willing to give me like money to do it because they didn't like some, I would be like, no, man, get your shit together. But all of you did it. It's so crazy. I mean, I get that everybody needs money. I get it, but that's fucked up. You guys are fucked up. I think maybe you should spend some time in the facilities that you use as your accolades on fucking LinkedIn. LinkedIn. I'm so very tired from all the shenanigans, all the mess I have to clean up because of you, and now your your plans are falling apart. Your tower is crumbling, and I hope that you suck at it, because god damn it, it's laughable to me. Like when I was going through it, it was fucking horrifying and scary, and I had nowhere to turn. But now that I'm outside of it and I'm looking at it like clearly, holy shit, there's something wrong with all of you to do that stuff. What kind of inheritance did I get? What kind of insurance policy did you have? What is going on? What are you getting? Because this is awfully elaborate for like a couple of bucks. I didn't think I was worth that much. The way you treated me, you know. Um, I mean, I know I am, but you tried to convince me that I wasn't, and it's got to be. I mean, there's got to be something. 'Cause this is elaborate as fuck, lady. It's sad, very sad, but also elaborate as fuck. And tell that girl, I'm sure she probably ran over there to talk to you and say, "Oh my god, I saw her, blah blah blah. What do I do now?" And you're probably like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do," because you're GI Jane. You need to apologize to her. You need to apologize to her and all the other people you dragged down with you. That's what you need to do. I know you won't because you're a narcissist. So you're gonna find a way to blame this on me, and I'm not gonna listen to you, or take that on. I'm gonna take back what's mine. But wow, I knew she looked familiar, but she looked dirty and disheveled when she came into. Like they, I swear to God, like she probably sat them down in her office, and she was like, "Okay, I want you to dress like this and do this, and then I want you're gonna do this." But like, it's funny that you got the caseworker to play the you know, and then you probably got one of her clients to be the case manager. That way they could switch roles and have fun while they're doing it. Because it's fun. It's fun gaslighting somebody to the point of what? What a little bird. What to the point of were you gonna commit me? You're gonna commit me and take my kid away? Were you gonna sell my kid to Diddy or something? What the fuck were your plans? They're foiled now. Ugh. Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling cat and her pattern recognition and her autism. Curses. Curses foiled again by autism. Oh, I bet you feel really stupid, don't you? Good. Fucking good.